While I was standing in line at the Dunkin' Donuts, there was a gal in front of me and a gal in back of me and a guy in back of her. We were all standing there waiting for that ultimate cup of coffee. You could smell the donuts. Can you smell them? Oh my gosh, that coffee brewing. It's not my favorite place anymore, but it was wonderful. As we stood there, the woman in front of me goes, "I should own one of these." I said, "Oh, I don't think I want to own a Dunkin' Donuts. You got to get up at 3 a.m. to make the donuts." And she said, "So what do you do?" I said, "Well, I give women a checkup from the neck up." And she looked at me. I said, "Oh, I'm with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I help women look good and feel good." She said, "Really? Really?" I said, 3 days ago, we had a leadership meeting for the Brownies, and we found out that the girls could earn a badge for skincare, and you'd be an ideal person to come in." She said, "Would you treat 10 9-year-olds to makeovers?" I was very new in Mary Kay. You have to understand, my Mary Kay business was not driven by makeup. I couldn't tell you what color any woman wore. I ran a business. Needless to say, I said yes, and she gave me her name and number. Well, the gal in back of me heard this, and she said, "Well, I'm a nurse over at the hospital, and I have a whole group of gals that I'd love to treat the Satin Hands product. Nurses' Day is coming. Would you do that?" I said, "Sure." And I took her name and number. I'm thinking, oh, tomorrow I'm coming again. The guy in back of her says, "You know what? I heard you're with Mary Kay. My sister and I were just talking about her business and how she needed a new Mary Kay consultant. She loves your products." I said, "That's wonderful. I'd be more than glad to help her." He said, "Oh, yes, she's the local mortician, and she tells us they look great on dead people." He says, "Yeah, something about that pancake makeup." I'm like, "Oh," and he gave me her name and number. Now think about this. I had 3 leads. I could have put them in my pocket and nothing would have happened. But the moral to the story is, I went and saw the Girl Scout leader, treated those 10 9-year-olds. They brought their moms, and she said, "I'd love to do this business." And we signed her up as a new consultant. The nurse, she said, "Can I do this part-time?" We signed her up. And the funeral director, well, she bought $1,700 worth of product and introduced me to 3 other funeral homes. But it doesn't stop there. Those gals started to grow their business, introducing other women to the business. And within 8 months, that first picture you saw with those keys to that pink Cadillac. Where are you networking, sticking it in your pocket? What's the follow-up that goes with it? Had I not followed up, it would have never happened. What are you doing different that sets yourself apart? That's what outsmarts the competition, is the follow-up. Nothing else. Because most people are not following up.